Welcome to Exploring Parks of Hendricks County. I'm your host, Deanna Murphy with Carpenter Realtors and the Murphy Group. Please join me as we explore our parks in our very own backyard. Thank you so much for joining me today here at Danville Park, or Ellis Park, and I just really appreciate you joining me on this beautiful day. I'm so excited to be here. I grew up here. I was born in Danville. Actually, I didn't grow up here. I spent a lot of time in Danville. So I go to church here. I love this park. I've brought my kids here since they were little. Tell me more about it. Like, how did we get our name, a little history of the park?
So the park's over 100 years old. I think it was 2015 we turned 100. So we're looking at 104 right now. Wow. Let's see here, Harv Ellis was who the park is named after. Harv Ellis spent over 40 years as the caretaker of the park. Maintenance-wise, built half the things, some of which we're standing on right now.
This beautiful bridge is amazing.
And he's a pillar in the community. The sign out front was actually dedicated to Harv Ellis, and that's how it's really Harv Ellis Park.
Gotcha, okay.
But we all call it Ellis Park because, you know, that's how it's been known, and it's shorter, rolls off the tongue a lot easier.
Absolutely. I think for anybody who's been in the community long enough, they know it by Ellis Park for sure.
Yep.
So how did this park start?
So most parks were put in place because they're wellhead protection, so the drinking water.
Oh.
So towns dedicated certain parts of the land just so nothing could go in there, so the drinking water would be protected. We also had a college in Danville. We had Central Normal, then Canterbury, all those things, and then the war happened, and then they vacated after the war.
So a lot of history here.
Yeah, I mean, they used to play baseball here. We've had some pro baseball players come from here and practice on these fields just right over here. A lot of history in Danville, and that's what makes Ellis Park so great, is all the history, and everyone grew up playing Little League sports here, and it really is a foundation for a great community.
I love it. I've watched many football games over on the football field. So tell me about some of the programming that you have here.
We've actually expanded that in the past couple of years, going with some larger programs. We have Winterland, of course, one of our largest programs.
Tell me more about that.
Brings in over 7,000 cars, takes us about 3 months to put it up, and about a week to put it away. And then it lasts for, right after Thanksgiving, the day after, and goes all the way up to the 30th of December.
So the whole park is lit up?
Yeah, the whole park is lit up. We have over 75 displays, over millions of lights, and it's a lot of work, but it ends up being a great part that kind of puts us on the map with some of our programming.
Is there a cost involved to drive through during that time?
Yes, it's $10. We're also partnered with the chamber too, so we use it, and all those funds go right back in the community to either buy more displays or to put on programs by both of our organizations.
Well, it's absolutely beautiful. I've been here many times during that time. It's awesome. So, so what other kind of programs do you have here?
We have over 64 programs. We have aquatics programming. We have the Gill Family Aquatic Center. We also have the fitness center, the Danville Athletic Club. We have over 1,200 members, so we have a lot of programming there, fitness classes, personal training, that kind of stuff. And then we also do a lot of stuff for the kids. We have lots of sports, softball, baseball, all those different things. And we also have some larger things like the half marathon, and we just do a lot of different programming and try to touch all the population.
So in your opinion, what makes this park unique from all the other parks in Hendricks County?
I think the history is really, and it's been used for so many different things. We had the middle school there, a college there, so most of your sports growing up, the people that lived here and grew up here and are still here, they have a vested interest in the park. So and they may spend every weekend here depending on what time of year it is, because we have all the sports too. We have football, baseball, softball, all those things running.
And an amazing playground.
Yeah, we do.
Playscape. My kids have grown up on that playground. It's so fun. So Will, do you happen to know what other kinds of programmings? I'm specifically for kids that parents might be looking for something for them to do individually. Maybe they're not involved in an athletic sport. Do you have anything like that here?
So we offer the summer park program, is what we call it, really generic name, but it's a 6-week program for 3 hours a day in the summer. And we have crafts, games, all kinds of stuff, all free to the public. Really unique to have that in this day and age, a free program that would last that long. Most of the other places you're going to have to pay to play.
Nice.
Those
Yep.
options. So.
They do. So if I lived in Avon, which I do, and if I'd never been here before, what is the one thing that you think I should come see?
Oh, one thing. Probably, I like Playscape. It was built with community atmosphere, their hands, their dollars, everybody pitching in, and it just really made a great playground. And it's fenced in, so you don't have to worry about your kids, escaping out the back or anything. And it really is a foundation and pillar for who we are in Danville.
Mm-hmm. I think this bridge is like a must-see. I've seen my kids cross this bridge. Everybody loves this bridge, the creek, the area over there. It's just beautiful. So that's my must-see in the park.
Yeah,
I love
would say that's a good one too.
Yeah. So one last question I have to ask. I understand there's a little sibling rivalry between you and your sister at Avon Park. So how did you both get involved in the park systems?
So I did my internship in Danville and actually worked my way all the way up, rec coordinator, assistant superintendent, and then superintendent or director.
All the hats.
And then she actually worked at the pool for our department, and I think she maybe got the bug there. She went off to college. She's 7 years younger than me. And then she went out to Brownsburg, kind of lived out there a little bit, and then came over to Washington Township. And I think the competition is good. We also help each other, give each other, insights on things that we do. Each park is really different on how they do things, which is really good because it's better for the community. Mm-hmm. We all kind of focus on different things.
I love that. Through this research and interviewing different people in the parks, I love that you all have something so unique for every visitor that comes to see you.
Yeah, and we're really working on coming together too for Hendricks County in general, and building more of a one-stop shop to where you can see everything at one time instead of having to go different places, because we're not competitors. We're all doing the same thing, and we all love parks.
And I've noticed that you all are very supportive of each other, so that's really important. Well, thank you, Will. I appreciate all of your help and all of your knowledge, and I look forward to seeing you out here at the park more often. And if you have any questions about any of the parks in Hendricks County, just log on to our website.